Hey, yo, Big Azie, please come to the front and represent for me. Where Mobstyle at? Hey, yo, Mobstyle. All right, Azie, tell us about how Mobstyle begun. Give us the breakdown, because I'm honored to have Mobstyle perform on my stage, his first stage like Azie Faison.
Well, when I got shot, after that, I said, fuck it, let me do something different. And I had wrote a song, and the song was called Mobstyle. And I wasn't even titled Mobstyle yet, but I let my man hear it. You know, I used to jump in my joint, but my goal wasn't to be a rapper. My goal was to write for my little man whose name was Whip Hop, and let him be the rapper, and I'll fund it. You feel what I'm saying? But the first song I went in the studio and I did it myself for him to learn how to do it, and spit it. And I let my man Chuck hear it. And Chuck was like, yo, that shit hard, man. That shit Mobstyle. I said, I like that name, Chuck. I'm gonna name this song Mobstyle. And that's how that came about, that song. But I let this, my sister boyfriend at the time who was working for BLS, I let him hear it to ask him what he think about it. And later on that night, Mr. Magic was playing that shit on BLS, Make It or Break It. And everybody was loving it. I said, fuck it. Then he called me, he was like, yo, y'all gotta go in the studio and work on the whole album. I think I can make something happen. And that's how Mobstyle came about, bro. And if you listen to the song, I'm spitting it, but I'm saying my name is Whip Wop because the first song was for Whip Wop. And when we came out with the album was supposed to be called Mobstyle. And we were supposed to be named The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, but everybody was calling us Mobstyle, and the album The Good, The Bad, The Ugly. So the audience named us Mobstyle, and we just ran with it, bro. That's how that went, bro.
Okay, so give us a verse from that joint. Give us a verse.
A verse from Mobstyle.
Everybody know you still got it.
It said I used to jump in my joint, start to dip, rock past the holes and they yell, go whip. Hit them with the horn cause they on my tip. Continue to bounce down the street from left to right as I switch lanes, throwing my signal like Mobstyle, Mobstyle. Let me get to the point. My joint is mean. You can tell by the horn. It's your thing. That type of shit. We was talking that talk, bro. You feel me?
And listen, I was on the streets then. They had the streets on lock. Anybody from Harlem back in the day know that, you know, we loved and worshiped and praised Mobstyle and was honored to have them as Harlem. And they still Harlem. Big shout out to Gangsta Lou. You understand what I'm saying? Pretty Tone, Whip Wop, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely shout out to Gangsta Lou, Whip Wop, Pretty Tone, respect on the highest. And that's what it is, man. Love them to the end of time, man. No matter what happens, bro.
You know, and that's where it's at. But as far as what went after that? What happened after that?
After Mobstyle, that's when I told you that I think the feds came in and I saw them coming through there trying to stop us. I said, wow, that's when I just shut it down. After the third album, I said, these niggas is on us. And I just pulled away from that, bro. I had to pull away because they came at me in the studio being honest. Do the music shit, bro.
Okay, so we got them coming there, but it's something else that we spoke about the other day on the phone that we was dealing with as far as, you know, you started Mobstyle, you started moving, started doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
You had a good movement in New York.
Yes, sir.
What happened with the N.W.A beef? Because remember when Dre and Snoop came up to the club, so I got my little version, but you know, it's Azie Day.
It's Tone, all right. Tone would made a song. What was it called? Stomping Suckers from Compton. I think that was the name of it. Is that the name of the song?
No, he's talking about F. Compton. That's
yeah, he said.
That wasn't Tone. That was the boy out of Dog.
Nah, Tone said something on the joint on one of the rhymes. It's just
stomping suckers from Compton with one punch.
Stomping suckers from Compton with one punch.
Oh yeah.
He said something like that, and then they came back with a song. I think. What, Niggas for Life, for Eazy-E, he said something crazy.
The good, the bad, the ugly, see? A little streetwise nigga, you know me. Rolling with some real niggas playing for keeps, but you motherfuckers know who run the streets.
And the same dude I'm talking about, the Asian nigga, he was like, oh, you hear this, you hear this? Like, you hear what this nigga said? Y'all gotta come at that dude. You know, and he was like amping it up. So I think I went in the studio and did a song called, I don't want to diss nobody, but I'm dissing N.W.A or whatever.
Eazy-E. Yo, G, that voice that kinda sneaky to me. I don't know, it might have been a California hoe, a bitch, a little girl rockin' Jerry curls. Niggas in Compton better stop rockin'. Go get your shit cut and stop looking like Al Sharpton.
And you know, I apologize on another track for that. I mean, on another podcast, and I meant that from the heart.
But I would like to apologize to Eazy and all his fans and his family for the diss track that I did towards them.
You know, rest in peace, Eazy-E. But when I sit back and think about it, I look at that dude. He was trying to, that agent was trying to cause conflict, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I peeped all that shit. Like, this nigga, these motherfuckers is really trying to, you know, cause a war here and shit. But
yeah, deadly,
yeah, man, it was nasty, bro.
For real, Mobstyle was the street.
What they had, I think, who was it? Ice Cube? Somebody performed at the Apollo.
Yeah, that was Ice Cube and N.W.A. when they all performed.
Yeah,
them
when niggas went crazy on them, man.
We all had watched Showtime at the Apollo, so we all knew if it went bad, what was gonna happen. So we hit the stage, and as soon as they saw them Jerry curls, all you heard was boom. I mean, before we even got a line out, it was booing. I guess they just wasn't feeling the Jerry curls, you know. It's like Curtis Blow had one, why the couldn't we? You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't there, but you know, you hear about it, like, wow.
I was there, I was up in the little balcony, and what happened is Ice Cube came out. First Dre came out. When Dre came out, he had on some tight knee jeans. You know what I mean? That was high waters. No disrespect to him, but you know, with the high waters, then he had the big long trench, the parka all the way down to the ankle, and a tight ass black sweatshirt. Everything was in black. But we looked at it like they were just trying to dress like us because they had, you know, they tried to wear our attire, but it's what today called fitted. But it was like, you know, like they was making fun of us because we had our stuff baggy back then, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So as soon as they came out, everybody started booing them, you know what I mean? That's when Dre came out, because he did no disrespect to Dre, keeping him 100. For New York back then, they looked at like clowns coming like that.
Yeah, we was 3 hours ahead of time. That's how we looked at that shit, bro.
You know what I
Nigga
mean?
was driving spaceships and they was driving the joints and hopping around. We was like, what the fuck is that? No disrespect, because y'all, I guess that's what y'all did out there, but we was on a whole nother fucking...
We're just giving y'all history. We ain't
You know
trying to
what I mean?
disrespect nobody. But then Ice Cube came out there now. And when Ice Cube came out, because we was booing him and wouldn't even allow him to say no. We were so loud, you couldn't even hear the speaker. We wouldn't even sing over the speakers. But when Ice Cube came out, he turned off all the lights and he started yelling, F you, Ice Cube.
He did a show at the Apollo, his first time in New York. And when I tell you the Apollo was ram-packed, and that nigga went out there and he was like, say fuck you, Ice Cube. I was like, oh, I almost caught a heart attack because I couldn't believe how you would get a positive energy from such a negative reaction. It was like, fuck you, Ice Cube.
F you, Ice Cube. You know what I mean? So now we love that because we was already saying N.W.A. But when he did that, he started blinking the lights, and then he came in with that song. He got Hickory Dickory Dock, and that shut the Apollo down. Now they got everybody's attention. You know what I mean? And then when the lights came on in the joint, Ice Cube standing there in the graveyard. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. All the cartoon characters got killed or something of that manner. But you know, that's what went on with that at the Apollo. But then when Dre and Snoop came up there to the to Club 2000, you know what I mean? You know, A and them was up there, and you know, you had dudes that was really ready to move for Mobstyle. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was ready to move out for Mobstyle as far as Harlem, so they was running around trying to get their sanction to make a move. You know what I mean? Get Mobstyle sanction, but Gangsta Lou and you know what I mean, kept it 100, told dudes, nah, leave it alone, let them live. We up here in Unique Joint, we in Club 2000.
Yes,
and
sir.
they came with the long parka. Dre had on the beige long parka, you know, with the fur around it. Snoop had on the blue joint, you know what I mean? I mean, it was 100, man, but that's what Harlem was about. They, like you said, they wasn't trying to disrespect them. They was making music and just being who they were, which was gangsters. You know what I mean? Just
Yes,
keeping it 100. But now the record labels, you know, I want to talk about that, how they were scared to deal with y'all back then because y'all was gangsters and was spitting gangster rap, but you wasn't faking gangster rap.
No, it was real.
Y'all was living it.
It was hands on. They know that. So you know, the average person don't want that shit, bro. But they'll take our blueprints, I mean our true prints to create their blueprint.
You know what I mean?
And it never failed, but we can't argue about spilt milk. That shit is over. Mm-hmm. But
okay, so
respect, at least give us our flowers, bro.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell us where you got that idea from, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? And that's that, bro.
It started right here. You know
and we know that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But time goes and people try and change the narrative of things. You understand? Like they're trying to change the narrative of how the game goes. You know
Everybody came to Harlem, brother. We didn't go to they boroughs. They came to Harlem and they saw it and they said, wow. And then they took it back and, created their lane. But it's all good, bro. It's all good.
You know what it is, where the April showers get ready to come in, even though it's March, so we just rolling down the block. So now as we going up there, we got butterflies in our stomach, but at the same time, this is our regular lick. You know what I mean? So we pull up in front of the building on 160th, so now we get out and we run up in the joint. So we knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. So as we knock on the door, they yell back, who is it, who is it? You know what I mean? But of course they speaking in Spanish, que pasa, and all that, but I ain't trying to hear all that crap. Just come to the door so I can rob you and get this coke and get up out of there. I know they got drugs in there. So now when I run up in there and I'm ready to go get the drugs, here go Bob. Bob looking a little nervous. So we run up in there and now we pull the pistol on him. I throw the dude against the wall. Bob come in, he throw the other dude against the wall, and I tell him, yo, where the money and the drugs, booth out, you know what it is. So now we tell him that. Here he come, he like, we ain't got no drug, Bobby, we ain't got no drug. Man, I'm not trying to hear all that crap. You got drugs, man. So instead they come out, they bring out a little 80 grand. When they bring out the 80 grand, Bob happy with that. You know what I mean? We ain't never seen 80 grand. I'm talking about we little niggas right now. You know what I mean? So Bob come out with the 80 grand. You know what I mean? And got a little duffel bag on the ground. And I'm telling them like, nah, I know they got drugs in here. You know what I mean? Because they got to re-up. They got to have more drugs. You know what I mean? So now dude ain't trying to give it up. So I tell Bob, I know what we going to do. So I rip the lining out my coat and I stuff the 80 grand in the coat and I grab dude. I take him up the back stairs and I take him to the roof. When I get him to the roof, I figure I could scare him and put the gun in his face, threaten to shoot him, throw him off the roof. You know the whole nine. So now when we get up there ready to throw him off the roof, you know what I mean? Now all we hear is footsteps coming up. So now we hear the footsteps coming up. Next thing we hear is gunshots. Boom, 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 boom. Like, oh shit. So now I grab dude, I throw dude in front of me and I'm holding him as a shield. While I'm holding him as a shield and I'm doing my thing, he's squirming. His man come on there, so I just know he ain't gonna shoot. So I'm like, stop or I kill him, stop or I kill him. His man ain't trying to hit it. He just start busting, boom, boom, boom. So when he shoots, he hits my man that I'm holding my hostage on the right side. When he hit him on the right side, his body went limp to the left side, cause now he weak, that exposed my right side. Boom. I catch a 45 in the right. You know what I mean? So now he shoots him again, boom. So now he catch him in the other side, the left side. So now he go limp to the right side. Now I catch a 38 from the other gunman in my left hip, and that joint spun me around more than the 45. The 38. I mean, come on, dog. So now I done spun around. Now he done fired again, hit me in the ass. I got shot in the right leg, left leg, you know, the ass. When I spin around, I get shot up in the chest and I fall to the ground. But now I bust a couple times before I go off and it got real quiet. I didn't hear nothing. I'm just laying there on the roof, my heart beating. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm wondering what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? Like, yo, is this the end? I look over, I see my man Bob laying there with brain matter laid all over the floor. Oh man, not my man Bob, but I gotta get out of here. So I crawl over to the roof, you know what I mean, to the side of the roof, and I'm ready to jump off, but we 6 stories up. So how the hell I'm gonna jump? Oh my God. Yo, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio at YouTube, Instagram. Follow me, subscribe, all that. Make sure you cop the book of Rowan Harlem at rowanharlem.com. It's at Amazon, iMovie Books, wherever you can find it. It's at Cop This Book.